I don't know why anyone would even report MSRP for a new graphics card. So AMD's new 199 Radeon RX 6500 XT offers a cheaper RDNA 2 entry ramp. Now, let's just go by how much a 6600 currently is. And we'll go between the different tiers to try to work out what the price actually would be in Australia. So, a 6600 currently is $700 in Australia. So, a 6600 XT, 800. Okay, then the next one after that is the 6800. No, sorry, 6700 XT. That goes up to 1500. So I could imagine if there was a 6700, it would probably be about $1,000 Australian. I would guess, judging by like the difference between value tiers. So while there is this $200 MSRP in the US, which would normally mean around like 350, 400 in Australia, I would say, judging by existing cards that are on the market right now, when it's in stock, it'll probably be in the range of maybe $600 or $700 in Australia. What it works out to be in the US, I don't know. That's going to be up to your guys' market. Actually, let's go and check Newegg right now. I actually don't know what US prices even look like. Newegg America, yep. RX 6600. So that one is sorry, the 6600 XT. I was gonna say there's no way. Base 6600. Wait, what the fuck? Why is it 70? Okay, no, that's a higher end card. Okay, this one right here. So 619. 624, 600. Okay, so it seems like it's about 600 in the US market. So I would say it's probably fair to assume that the 6500 XT, don't worry about MSRP, it's nonsense at this point. I would say 400 or 450 is my guess. I might be completely off. Maybe it actually does sit closer to its MSRP at like 300, but judging by the existing market, I wouldn't be holding my breath for anything lower than 400, which for some people might be, might be good. Maybe 400 for a 6500 XT is what you want. Let's also estimate performance. Obviously, card's not out yet, but we can see where the 6600 sits. So theoretically, if we know the difference between each card, we can sort of estimate where this card's actually going to sit through very, very unscientific methods. So this is on the Blender render. Let's go game stuff. So Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I remember when this game was like really hard to drive. Nowadays, like a fucking entry card can do it. So 6600 is 108 frames. XT is 130. 6700 XT is 150. So I would say from not even the fucking specs are probably listed on this page, but from not looking at the specs whatsoever and just completely winging the numbers, I would say if it's around 95 FPS in The Witcher 3, I think that'd be about fair. So that would put it, compared to my card, the RX 570 here. So it would still be almost double the performance of my current card. I don't want to go 500 class though. I've already said that I'm waiting till the 7000 series now, and I'll just pay whatever the 7000 series sits at and go for like probably 600 class, I would say. Probably 600 class, which would put it, I don't know, we'll work that out when the cards actually hit the market. Hopefully around, like, I'd be happy if it was somewhere around like the 3060 Ti, to be completely honest. But yeah, so that card's not going to be available, but it's on the market. It's going to exist, but it's not going to be available. Actually, buying GPUs now has actually gotten considerably easier. I don't know if it's just because every single mining setup already has all the cards they want to own, or if they're all holding out for the next generation of cards, or what it is. But buying a GPU as of late has been like everything's in stock. Like, it obviously is an exception to like one card, but like most cards you want to buy, at least in the Australian market, at this stage, you know, okay, maybe they're 700 not. But like still in stock. Like, sure, some of them are sold out, but this is fairly normal. You can buy a card right now. Like, that's the difference. You can buy a card even if the card price is just absolutely fucking ludicrous. $2,000. Oh, okay, no, that's a liquid cooled card. Even so, that card shouldn't be any more than like 1,500 in the Australian market. But yeah, you know, graphics cards are gonna come out even if no one's gonna want to buy them. I want to see what the comments are saying actually. So Scalps will be moving these for around 400 then. Yeah, this guy's got the numbers right. Looks like $100 card. What? Looks like $100 card? When have you paid $100 for a 50 class? Based on what your GPU prices were, you're frozen in your mind. Times have changed. Old RTX 2600s from a few years ago now go for 700. Fucking hell. This GPU is an absolute joke. Never thought AMD could surpass the absurd 5500 XT, but they outdid themselves. What a joke the $200, $300 GPU market continues to be. Regardless of the current shortages in demand, this inexcusable and a joke of a product, considering its specs and MSRP. MSRP doesn't matter. Even AMD is very aware of their own stupidity, considering they even had the audacity to compare with a 1650 and RX 570. I don't think it's going to be that bad. As I said, I think it's going to hit around... It's probably going to be somewhere around the 95 FPS mark in Witcher 3, so that would put it below a RTX 2060. Obviously, you know, not the most performant card, but it's also a 50 class card, so you don't really expect high performance. You expect a card that literally functions. Let's go Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So judging by my imaginary numbers I'm making up on the spot right now, yeah, so it should, I would say it sits around, if we're going below the 2060, just around the maybe 45. Oh, actually, surely it'd be above a RX 590, so probably around like, actually, wait, that's the 5500 XT. Surely it has to be above that. Maybe it'd be a bit higher then. Maybe it'd be a bit closer to like the RTX 2070. I don't know. Obviously, we're gonna have to wait till actual benchmarks show up. Actual benchmarks show up to actually know what the performance is going to be like. I'm sure that LTT is going to be doing a video on it if they actually get a card. Unlike when Nvidia released a card a while back and reviewers didn't get seeded any samples.